welcome back to the EAM Crypto channel and to episode 28. That's right, episode 28 of the weekly preview, upcoming weekly preview. I'm still trying to figure out what to name this this show, but yeah, 28 episodes. It's like I'm an old pro, I guess, even though I hardly feel like it. And thank you so much for everyone for all the support, for watching, your DMs, your emails, all that good stuff, and for just being a part of the channel. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. So today we are going to talk about a bunch of things. The first one will be where I'm going to show you the graph or the chart that basically outlines why I have the thumbnail that I have, telling the moon boys or moon girls that they're about to get wrecked. This chart pretty much tells us why, and it's pretty strong case when we go over that. We're going to talk about what I think is probably the number one alt that I'm shorting right now. You know, when BTC drops, all the alts drop, but some drop more than others based on narratives, timing, all sorts of things. So we're going to get into why. There's one that kind of stands out to me right now. And then we are going to talk about a number of other things, look at a couple different charts, look at a couple different tweets that I wanted to cover and that kind of cover what's going on with crypto in the news. But before all that, first things first, congrats to Argentina. Amazing win. Probably the most exciting soccer game I've ever seen. And I've been watching soccer my entire life. And then if that wasn't crazy enough, I don't know. I wanted to just show you guys because there's just no other way to put it. Did you guys, and I don't know, this is going to demonetize my video. I don't care. But check out the ending of this crazy game between the Patriots and the Raiders. This might be the dumbest way to lose a game. So let's check this out. Looks like they're going to run out the clock. Now they're not. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, that's what they're doing. A little flea flicker. Another flea flicker. Uh-oh. Wrong team. Uh-oh. QB can't tackle. Uh-oh. Game over. Amazing. Wackiest ending to a football game I've ever seen, and the dumbest way to lose a football game that I've ever seen. All right, guys, so we have a lot to cover, so let's get into it. All right, before we get into a couple of newsworthy items and the charts, just real quick, I am an affiliate for Bitget, so it's a great way to support me in the channel. And they do have a pretty cool little promo going. If you have not signed up to Bitget just yet, you sign up, you get $5 of trading, you deposit anything, you get another $10. And then you trade them out, you get another $15. So it's $30 free. So if you're thinking of looking for a new platform, this is where I do all my leverage trading, and this is where I short crypto. We've been shorting crypto all year long, and yeah, as you can tell from the thumbnail, the shorting is not going to end. So definitely take a look at that, and it's a great way to support the channel through my link below the video. All right, let's talk about some things before we look at charts and before I kind of talk about some of the things that I outlined in the intro. All right, Elon Musk, should I step down as head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. The poll right now is pretty clear that yeah, it looks like he will be stepping down, which I think is a great move. So I think this is really bullish for Tesla. I really believe that. I've been waiting. I actually finally got into Tesla on Friday. So to be completely transparent, because I've been waiting for 150 for a very long time, and I do expect a nice bump up from the 150 number for a nice little scalp trade. And who knows, man, I might even take it for longer than that. I don't know. It just depends on how we see things playing out the markets. I still think that we are going to be heading to recession come Q1 of next year, maybe even possibly Q2. So it may not be a good time to do a long-term hold, but I just think that this is a really nice time to buy into Tesla. I finally came down to 150, and I just think that this will be very bullish news if Elon's going to be more focused on Tesla than being focused on Twitter. Also, I thought it was interesting that Elon was with Jared Kushner watching the World Cup final. Makes you wonder if he's trying to get some funding so that he doesn't have to sell any more Tesla stock, right? So, I might just be thinking out loud a bunch of stuff that's not true, but that's how I kind of see that playing out. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. So we'll keep an eye on Tesla, but at 150, I love when Tesla at this price. So I thought that was pretty good. I did want to call out this tweet by a Corey Swan. I don't know Corey. I don't know who he is. But I thought that this was pretty interesting when talking about everything with Binance. Percentage of reserves held in BTC and ETH, Bitfinex 91%, Kraken 76%, Coinbase 63%, Binance 15%. And then he stated, tell us that story again about why Bitcoin needs Binance. So I just thought that this was a pretty interesting take. I do think that if something does happen and Binance blows up, it will set us back a very long time. But it was just interesting to see a different perspective than all the doom and gloom we've been seeing. And then another pretty good tweet is from Patrick. I do a show with Patrick every single Thursday for DeFi yield, and I thought this was a pretty good tweet and article. Basically, just next time you see someone say that crypto is for money laundering, remember that traditional banks are by far the biggest conduits for money laundering. So this was a great tweet, good article. I would definitely recommend checking that out. So I thought that was some pretty cool stuff to look after before looking at the chart. So why am I so certain that the moonboys are about to get wrecked? Well, this is it, guys. This is it. No one's talking about this chart right now, but they should. BTC dominance chart is looking quite bullish. Even right here on the daily, that definitely looks to me like one could say that is definitely a bull flag, maybe possible cup and handle, whatever. It just looks very bullish to me. And if we kind of just zoom out and look left, if you see that there's a lot of structure here. As far as looking left, there's been a lot of structure, but I do think that despite the fact that BTC already has a lot of history, right? So it's not going to be a straight up, straight down kind of thing, I guess is where I'm getting at. But it's still looking very much like we are going to be headed towards much higher numbers here for BTC dominance. This thing's going to moon. Would not surprise me at all if it gets up this high again. God, that's about 48% dominance. So we'll see how long it takes to play out. It could take a little while, may not, because there's so much structure, but that's where we're headed. So that is not good for the alts. And again, we bring that up with the fact that with traditional markets, we saw the SPX hit this just huge monster trend line, right, that we've had forever. And it rejected off it again. The market makers didn't make it easy, right? They kind of did a little fake out here, but at the end of the day, it still closed. Literally at the end of the day, it closed underneath that mother of all trend lines, and it's just heading straight down. And now it's out of this little kind of I just kind of drew it just to kind of see how that would play out, but it wasn't something that was very much determined or anything like that. So we can kind of ignore this. Actually, I can probably get rid of that. But bottom line, this is not good. So that's not looking good either. We're looking at the VIX. VIX really looks like it's still kind of doing some of the things that we thought it would be doing. I posted on the Discord, about 2 weeks ago when it was down here. I said, get into the VIX, and sure enough, it was a very easy trade. So VIX is looking like it's wanting to go higher, and so does the dollar. So basically, all things point to downside. It really does. That Christmas rally that maybe some of us were hoping for is not looking great. And again, nothing changes. I feel like a freaking broken record, but nothing changes. We're headed to 13.8. BTC's headed to 13.8. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. Will it hold at 13.8? I would think so. There's just too much if we look left telling us that it will most likely bounce there. So that would be a nice time to take a long. But then over time, what will happen. So that's where it gets really interesting. I mean, maybe 13.8 will be the bottom. Maybe it won't. But I'm having a really hard time seeing a situation where it's not. So what else did I want to talk about? This is the alt. Oh, look at that. Nice little drop. This is the alt that I think will fall the most in the next few weeks, all the way headed to, I think February 14th. So sorry, I should have had this token unlocked. I should have already had this up. But basically, Sand is a token. Well, here, let me just show you that on February 14th is going to have a huge token unlock. I mean, just monster. 11.6% of its total supply. But that's going to be a very big percentage of its circulating supply. If I remember correctly, it's something like a third or something like that. I can't even remember. Here, let's look it up. All right, instead of trust me, bro, how about we just verify? So right now, well, it's at 50% circulating supply. So 11% would be 22%. So 22% of its circulating supply is what is going to be added to this come the 14th of February. So that to me is just another reason why it's so important to pick this. If you're looking to short crypto, I just think that this is a good one. Not all crypto, when they fall, because BTC falls at the same rate. Some fall at different rates depending on a bunch of things. And looking at sand, just I see there's no reason to think that this one's not going to fall more than others because of the token unlock that I just mentioned. But then on top of that, where did I put it? I can't even find my. There it is. So like I said, 22% of the circulating supply is going to be thrown into the market. So we've already seen this play out with Immutable X, with Axie Infinity, and I can't remember what the other one was, where we saw this play out, and in the weeks to come, it just dumped much harder than all the other alts. And if BTC dropped, that asset dropped harder. When BTC went up, yes, that asset did go up because it follows BTC, but much slower growth. Sorry, it's been a long day. I usually don't do videos this late at night. The growth has been at a much lower rate than BTC. So it's just, if you're looking to be short on something, this is the spot. Now, you do have to be very, very tricky, because what's going to happen is that leading to this February 14th, the word's going to get out and everyone's going to jump on this. So come, maybe 2-3 weeks before that date, you're going to see a lot more people shorting it. Everyone's going to be talking about it. It's going to be all over Twitter. So then all those people that are short at that time are going to set themselves up for a short squeeze. So they're going to be very vulnerable to a short squeeze. And we've seen it play out every single time. So you don't want to hold on to this short too close to the date of the unlock. And I've seen different things play out where the short squeeze happened a day before. I saw one where the short squeeze happened like a week before. So again, you have to be very, very careful the closer you are to that date. So I'm already short on sand, to be completely transparent. So this big red drawdown really is beautiful to see. And yeah, we'll see. And as far as how much can it drop? How much can this asset, whose narrative is completely and utterly in shambles, right? Because no one cares about, all the metaverse and play to earn. No one cares right now. Sorry. No one cares. It's just from a price action perspective, no one cares. I'm not saying your project sucks or anything like that. There's some amazing projects out there. We've talked about them on the show. But as far as price action, not a good time. And if you look at this chart, there's just nothing here to make us think that this asset won't drop quite a bit longer. I kind of see maybe this down here in the low 20 cents as probably a decent level of support that looks like it could be pretty damn strong. But that's over a 50% drawdown. Over 50% drawdown. I mean, wow. 50% is a lot with maybe 10x leverage. That's a lot. It's like a 5x on your money. So that is my biggest short right now. Sand. And again, I'm not saying the project sucks or that they're a bad team or that they're shady or this is a money grab. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just stating that due to the charts and the math, this is a great spot to short. All right, BNB, we talked about this before. I got laughed at this summer when I brought this up in different shows where I was a guest. But I am going to stick to my guns on this one. And if you guys want to make fun of me, if you guys think I'm crazy, so be it. So be it. I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong many times again. But nothing has changed since what I said about this asset back early this year, back in April, June. Several different talk shows and channels I went on as a guest. I literally got laughed at. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe I am crazy, but at the end of the day, if we drop this support right here between kind of 206, I think it is, 206 to kind of 211 or whatever, then yeah, the next level of support maybe is like 184. After that, this asset has basically zero support all the way down to right here, 138, 140, 138, depends on how you want to look at it. And then below that, the next level of support that looks like it can be trusted is about $47 to $48. So yeah, $47 to $48. I know that sounds crazy. It sounds stupid. This is BNB. I'm just telling you what the charts are saying. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just letting you know what the support levels are. And the chart is basically telling us that this is straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So if it does drop those levels of support, it's going to go back down to some crazy, crazy numbers. So it's almost like the TA knows what can be possible if the FUD is true. It's the weirdest thing. Like, how does the TA know this? Weird, weird. And yet people still think that TA is silly. And other than that, BTC is looking all sorts of bearish right now, guys. It just does. It looks like complete and utter ASS. Don't look. I mean, there's just nothing to like about BTC right now. This is bearish. This is bearish consolidation. This is not accumulation or anything like that. This is definitely bearish in every single way possible. These two trend lines that I drew back a while back ago, we're below both of those. I mean, there's just nothing, absolutely nothing to be bullish about with Ethereum. Same story. Both trend lines that I drew a while back ago, we're below them. We're below that very, very critical mark of about 1220. I think it's what was over here, like 1223. I guess depends on how you. Some people would say 1222, 1223. If we can get over that, over 1222, 1223, then we'll be then we might be in business again. But until then, you have to be bearish. This looks like bearish consolidation, and I think we're just going to paint another big red set of candles, just like these right here, just like these right here, just like these right here, and just like these right here. Right, big old red candles. Bearish consolidation, boom. Bearish consolidation, boom. Bearish consolidation, boom. Bearish consolidation, boom. And what is this right here? Most likely, yeah, bearish consolidation, boom. So yeah, that's kind of like how I'm seeing the chart. So yeah, sorry again. I can't wait to be bullish. I cannot wait. I've been doing this YouTube thing for about almost a year now, and I've been bearish the whole time because the charts have told us to be bearish. And it's getting old being so bearish. But look, guys, if you got to protect yourself, so be careful. If you're looking at DCN for the long term, these are great prices, absolutely. But just note that we're most likely going to go down further. And if you're looking to make profitable trades, shorting is not bad. I mean, there's going to come a time when the shorts are going to get wrecked, but I just don't think we're there yet. So. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to cover. There's Link. I mean, it's all the same, guys. It's all the same. Oh, yeah, there's one cool thing I wanted to show. Let's see if this video shows up well. I want to show you guys a video of what Owen at Magik is doing with a game that they created. So let me see if I can get that going. And here, let's see. Let's see if we can check that out.
The idea is that on the player-to-player level, it's a sort of PG PvP game, and on the faction level, it's like a real-time strategy PvP game. So the factions are playing against each other too, the protocols within the game. Okay. Eventually, we have like basically classified mercenary boards where factions will like bribe elite warriors to compete for their faction in a battleground. That's my idea anyway. So right-click is arrow, left-click is.
Man, you came out. Ah!
Oh no!
So I won 8 Magic.
You should win 18.
Yeah. So what you just saw was Owen and I playing at World of Magic using M-Share tokens to do so. No, I'm sorry, Magic tokens to play. Which is pretty cool. So they didn't pay me or anything like that. So it's not a paid promo. I just thought it would be really cool to show what the team's doing. I've talked about this asset or this project with Magik for a long time. They have their auto compounder, so I think they're going to be around for a very, very long time. And yeah, they're one of those projects that are actually self-sufficient without, trying to get all this money from investors. They have an asset with their compounder that makes money on its own and allows them to do cool stuff like this World of Magic. So I just thought it'd be fun to show this. So go check out worldofmagic.com. That's Magic with a K if you want to use your Magic tokens to play the game. All right, guys, and they're going to keep building on it. They're just getting started. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and be really safe out there. These markets are brutal, absolutely brutal. And I really strongly do feel that there's more downside to come. So trade safe, guys. All right, take care. Thanks for watching.